Hi, Graham. I'm just wondering your thoughts on physical pain and staying connected with the fruits of the Spirit. I have really had to press in and stay intentional in walking with the Spirit when I am in a great amount of physical pain.
All right.
My spirit and my soul are well, but my physical body has come through a difficult place. I am slowly getting better and continue to stay well in the Spirit, but I just wanted some feedback on what your thoughts are and what I should be expecting during times of physical pain.
We have a very similar experience. For 8 years now, I live with constant aggravating pain, 24/7. And honestly, the only way that I've been able to keep going is that I'm learning about the nature of God. You know, every day I have the same conversation with the Lord, like as soon as I wake up. And sometimes, you know, that could be 3 o'clock in the morning because I can't sleep because the pain is fierce. Sometimes it can be 5 o'clock, whatever. But as soon as that happens, I'll get up and I'll just put some cold water over my head, and then I'll sit and I'll just say to the Lord, so I have this crafted prayer for healing, because I believe God is a healer, you know. So my first prayer is always about God being my healer, and then I say to Him, but Lord, if you haven't healed me by this time, then you have to keep me. You have to be my keeper. Because I have to, you know, I have things to do, just in terms of serving the Lord and doing what we're doing in Brilliant, you know. And so, Lord, if you don't heal me today, you have to be my keeper, and you have to keep me throughout the day, so that I can focus on you, so that I can hear your voice, so that I can do the things that you've called me to do. I need you to keep me. So, for 8 years, every day, same conversation. And you know what? To me, that's not an onerous thing. It's a delightful thing. You know, because I'm learning about, really my 8 years has been about learning to walk with the grace of God, the goodness of God, the kindness of God. Now here's the thing. I am not saying that I am sick so that I can learn those things. You know, I don't regard myself as a sick person anyway. You know, I'm a well person fighting off something. I'm not a sick person trying to get whole.
It's a big.
I am a well person fighting off sickness, and so every day, you know, I'm bringing that into my friendship with the Lord, and I let Him be in charge of that. You know, so but in the practice of that, you know, the fruit of the Spirit has been absolutely phenomenal to me, because sometimes I've needed the joy of the Lord that is my strength. I've needed the joy of the Lord just to even physically get through certain days and certain situations, like to get on a plane and fly for 14 hours. You're going to need some joy during that process, you know, when my condition means that I can't sit for too long, I can't stand for too long, I can't lie down for too long. I have to keep rotating, you know. So that gets interesting on a long transatlantic flight. But patience, you know, believing in the kindness of God. Because there are so many ways when a long-term condition like this can debilitate you. But I've found that the fruit of the Spirit is really what buoys me up, what keeps me up in terms of, you know, being focused, being sharp, being in the presence of God, encountering Him, walking with Him. The fruit of the Spirit has been astonishing. You know, I'm not anxious about it because I really feel like I've learned peace. I practice rest every single day. And I believe in the goodness of God. You know, I believe in the kindness of God. And I've heard God speak gently to me, you know, when all my joints have been inflamed and incredibly painful. Wow. So I feel sometimes like I'm getting the best crash course in living in the presence of God than anybody.